Well, Stevie Nicol, as a former Liverpool player and someone who played in this fixture many, many times, I'm sure you enjoyed that. But were you surprised by what you saw today?
Absolutely. Come on. Nobody suggested or even thought that this would end 5-0 to Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool were favourites coming into this game, but 5-0 at Old Trafford. I mean, the truth is, it could have been more. So I'm still a little shell-shocked, to be honest with you. I mean, it was almost like a walk in the park from the first goal. Listen, this could have changed. At 0-0 after 2 minutes, had Bruno Fernandes kept his composure and at least got his shot on target, maybe we might be talking about a game that went a different way. But from then and from a minute later when Salah or Naby Keita scored, this game was done. This game was over. Manchester United were never at the races. They couldn't get the ball. And the only time they got the ball actually was poor play and miscontrol from a Liverpool player. It wasn't anything they were doing to close the ball down properly or anything like that. There was nothing organised about what Manchester United did from the first to the last minute of this game.
Organisationally, defensively, for Manchester United, you're a former defender. Why did they allow themselves to be so open?
Well, you have to think that they don't know what the jobs are. You know, I think first of all you got to look at the middle of the park. If you're going to play two in front of the back four, then you have to make sure that the three and the other one in front of the four in front of the two understand that they have a job to do defensively, and they didn't do it, and so the two got completely overran. You've got outnumbered 3-2 in the middle. You've got Firmino dropping in as well, and then you've got runners going in behind. So you've got movement and all kinds of options for Liverpool, and that's why they scored 5 goals, because they had time on the ball and they had those options, and they took 5 of those chances.
You've just said the players didn't know what their job is. Is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault, or is it the players' fault?
No, 100%. 100% Ole Gunnar's fault. The coach, whoever it is, has to at the very, as a coach, at the very least, because you can't go and play. You can't kick a ball. You can't take a throw in or a free kick or make a pass. But what you can do is make sure that every single one of your players knows what's expected of them, knows what they're supposed to do. And I think you saw today, there were far too many players in a United jersey who didn't seem to know what they were doing.
Are the players playing for the manager?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think you could turn around and say the players are not playing for the manager. They're just not being put on the field. As far as the setup, I think the manager's failing them as far as the setup's concerned. There's a thing came in my head there. Today when I saw the lineup, Paul Pogba is absolutely no chance of signing a new contract to United. He will be gone. If you're Paul Pogba and you don't play in this game, then you're out that door as fast as you can. So I know it's off kilter, but it just came to my head. Paul Pogba will be gone 100%.
Well, is he the only one? And it was a coward's challenge for the red card. You can have no complaints. Should the manager go? Is his position untenable? This has been the topic, the story for weeks. Is this the final straw?
I don't believe it is. The owners and the hierarchy have always backed Ole. This is not the first time he's had a bad run. It's 3 wins in the last 9 in all competitions. He's had that run before, and he's still been there. So, listen, I guess everybody's asking for his head, but I think the only people that don't see that as the right decision are probably, and more importantly for Ole, are the people at United. So, no, I think he'll be in charge on Monday morning.
You don't lose 5-0 at home to your bitter rivals and just keep status quo. Something's got to change, whether it's the players. You keep signing players. You've got big names, whether it's the manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You've identified him as a problem, but you think the board are going to keep going here. So is that an issue with the board?
The board for the last how many years have continued to make what we think are bad decisions, changing the managers all the time. Now they've kept a manager when we say he shouldn't be. So why would he change that? Why would the Glazers go and change who's basically in charge of day-to-day operations at Manchester United?
Because it's not
So
working, Stevie.
There's nothing to suggest that they're going to change anything. They've kept the status quo for 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years. So why? What possibly could make them change anything, including getting beat 5-0 at home?
Well, that's
Nothing.
the thing. That's the thing. If a 5-0 home defeat against your bitter rivals doesn't elicit change, then the problem seems to run a hell of a lot deeper than just the coach. That's enough about Manchester United. They've got their own issues right now. Your team, your former team, has just won by 5-0. At times during that game, were they unplayable, Stevie?
No, I don't believe so. I think they did exactly what we thought they would do if they were given time and space on the ball. You know, this performance that we saw today is not unlike performances that we've seen for the last 2 or 3 seasons for Liverpool. It really isn't. You know, creating chances, scoring goals. Well, guess what? If you said that to somebody, they'd say, "Well, it's either City or Liverpool." You know, so this is. I don't believe Liverpool was sensational. I think Liverpool were great today. I still think Liverpool had some in the tank. I don't think they were as clinical, and I don't think their passing was as crisp. And I think part of that problem was because it was too easy. And as a footballer, when things are too easy, you actually do kind of lose concentration a little bit now and again. And so I think Manchester United got off lightly today, particularly when Pogba got sent off. Liverpool clearly were just happy to keep the ball and you know, try and make the odd foray forward. Listen, Maguire should have been sent off as well, in my opinion. So they actually should have been playing against 9. So yeah, listen, Liverpool were great today. I'll tell you what, they still had plenty in the tank.
How special is it for Liverpool to win so comfortably against Manchester United? Take us into the kind of heart of this fixture.
Does not get any better.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.